Namaste all. So today we have to learn the Roga Nidana. As you all know, the Roga Nidana that plays an important role in the diagnosis of the disease. Okay, so let's start. What are the Nidana Panchakas? Okay, this portion is very, very important. So first one that is comes under the Nidana Panchaka is Nidana. Okay, so Nidana, Purvarupa, Rupa, and Ubhashaya and Samprapti. Okay, so these all are comes under Nidana Panchaka. And let's start from the Nidana. Okay, so the definition of Nidana you have to learn mainly Vyadi Nischaya Karanam Nidana. Okay, so this is the definition from the Madhava Nidana. And Nirdishyade Vyadihi, Anena Idi Nidana. This is also from Madhava Nidana. Okay, so these two definitions you have to focus on. Okay, so in entrance examination, mainly these questions can be asked like this. Nirdishyade Anena, Nirdishyade Vyadi Anena is the definition for. Okay, so this is the definition for Nidana. So that you have to learn the definition. So it is not necessary to by heart, but you have to understand the meaning. Okay. So Nidana actually it means the causative factor. Okay. And Vyadi Ulpatti Hedu. Vyadi Ulpatti Hedu Nidana. That is also an important definition. Okay. So try to study these three definitions. And coming to the Nidana Padyaya. Okay. So that is two are important. Nidana Padyaya, the synonym of Nidana. So this is always asking questions from this Nidana part. Okay. So Hedu, Nimitta, Ayadhana, Karana, Pratyaya, Samuthana, and Ayadhana. All these are comes as the Padyaya of the Nidana. Okay. So according to Charagacharya, he add these as Nidana, and in Ashtanga Sangraha, Hedu, Nimitta, Ayadhana, Karaga, Karta, Karana, Pratyaya, Samuttana, Mula, Yoni, all these are the synonyms. Okay, so sometimes in our Samhitas, you can see the instead of Nidana, they use Hedu or Nimitta of the diseases. Okay, or Mula Karana. So all these are the synonyms. Understood? Okay, so this is 2-star important. Study it very well. Then next, coming to the type of the Hedu. This is also important. So in Madhukosha, mainly 4 types are explaining. That is Sannyakrishtantanam, Viprakrishta, Vyabhichari, Pradhanika. Okay. So these 4 types you have to study very well. And 3 types also explained, that is Asatmendriya Samyogam, Prajnabharadam, Parinamam. Actually, this is given in Ashtanga Hridaya. Okay, and other 3 types of classification of Hedu as Dosha, Vyadi, Ubhaya Hedu. Okay. And the next classification, that is Ulpadaga and Vyanchaga Hedu. That is also an okay. Then Bahya and Abhyantara, that is also an important. Okay, so these are the type of Hedu. So among this, you have to remember the 4 types, that is Sannikrishta, Viprakrishta, Vyabhichari, and Pradhanika, and also Ulpadaga, Vyanchaga Hedu. Okay, so let's detail about this Hedus. Okay, that is the Sannikrishta Hedu, mainly Naktam Dinar Ridu Bhuktamsha, Dosha Pragobhasya Hedavaha. Okay, so that is mainly explained for this Sannikrishta Hedu. That one line you have to study. Naktam Dinam Ridu Bhuktamsha, Dosha Pragobhasya Hedavaha. Okay, whereas the Viprakrishta Karana or Viprakrishta Hedu, that is Hemande Nijida Shleshma Vasande Kabaroga. Even though the Shleshma is vitiated in the Hemanda Ridu, but actually the Kabaroga is get or fully manifested in the Vasanta Ridu. Okay, so that type of Hedu is Viprakrishta Hedu. And the Sannikrishta Hedu of Jwara is Adiseva of Rukshadi. Ruksha. Okay. Whereas the Viprakrishta Hedu of the Jwara is Rudraka. So that is 2-star important. Okay. Then next is Vyabhichari. So Vyabhichari Hedu is very weak, Durbala, and they are not much capable of producing these diseases. Durbalatva Vyadi Karana Asamatha. Okay, so that is Vyabhichari. But when all these factors are equally present, then this Vyabhichari Hedu produce disease. Then only they produce disease. Otherwise, they are weak. Okay. And next is Pradhanika. So Pradhanika Hedu means Vishadi. Okay, the toxic things, those things which are externally produced are known as Pradhanika. Okay. So these more types you have to mainly focus, and other three type you have to read it. Okay, not much important, but you have to know that these are also comes under the type of Hedu. Okay. And the next important Hedu, that is Utpadaga Vyanchaga. So Utpadaga Hedu means Hemandajo Madhurasaha Kabasya. So when this Madhurasa is taken in the Hemanda Ritu, that will also cause for producing this Kabalhoba. Okay. And Vyanjaga Hedu means Kabasya Vyanchago Vasande Surya Sanda. Okay. So actually this Vyanjaga Hedu means Preraga Hedu. Another name for Vyanjaga Hedu is Preraga Hedu. Okay. So don't forget that Preraga Hedu is another name for Vyanjaga Hedu. Okay. Then um, then we have to move on next, that is Ashya Abhagashagadi. So it is explaining in the Madhukosha and also in Charaga Samhita. So Ashya Abhagashagadi means here the Vada is vitiated. Okay, so the vitiated Vada will displace the normally situated Pitta and Kapha from its own position, and it will leads to deficiency symptoms of Pitta and Kapha. Okay, so that is Ashya Abhagashagadi. So please read these lines. Okay, so you have to know that what is Ashya Abhagashagadi. Okay, Yada Swastanamiva dosham swa ashyadagrisya vayu sthanantaram gamedi. Okay, so swabhaven so manastu abhi savigaram chiki. So whenever they get displaced from their own positions, then they are deficient in its own position. So that deficient symptoms are produced. So that is happening in the Asha Abhagashagadi. So mainly we have to give the treatment for this vitiated Vada also. Okay. Then the next factor in the Nidana Panchaga, that is Purvaruba. So what is Purvaruba? The definition of Purvaruba, that is Bhavi Vyadi Bodhaga Meva Linkam. Purvaruba. Okay. That is Purvaruba or prodromal symptoms. So by assessing the Purvaruba, we can give the medicines or we can start medicines very early. Okay, so Bhavi Vyadi Bodhaga Meva Lingam Purvaruba, very important quotation. And next quotation, that is Utpit Suramayo Dosha Visheshana Vishtidaha Lingam Avyaktam Alpatvat Vyadinam Yat Yadayadam. Okay, so we will get an idea about the coming diseases that is happening in the Purvaruba. Okay, so that is Purvaruba Utpit Suramayo Dosha Visheshana Vishtidaha. This definition is very, very important. Okay. Then Lingam Avyaktam Alpatvad Vyadina Tat Yadayadam. So this Purvaruba or prodromal symptoms are Avyakta. So we cannot clearly say that this is the, or these symptoms are not clearly manifested. Okay, that is Avyakta. And only a small symptoms or a lesser symptoms are mainly produced in the Purvaruba. Okay. Then the coming to the type of Purvaruba, two type mainly Samanya and Vishesha. So Samanya means commonly produced things. Okay, that is Shramam, Aradi, Vivarnakam, Guruvakyam, Bala Pradveshadi. Okay, Bala Pradveshadi. So that is Samanya Purvaruba, okay, which we can see in the almost all kind of diseases. But Vishesha Purvaruba means when we are specifically say this is the Vadiga, in Vadiga Jwara. For example, in Vadiga Jwara, there may be Drimba, okay, or in Pitta, there may be Daha. Okay, so that is a common, not common, Vishishta. That means association with the doshas, we can predict the Purvaruba. Okay. And in Kabaja, there may be Aruchi may be there, or Gaurava may be there in Kabaja diseases. Okay, so that is the Vishishta Purvaruba. Okay, so this is 2-star important. And another classification is given as Sharira Purvarubam, Manasika Purvarubam, and Sharira Manasa Purvarubam. So that kind of Purvaruba which is produced only in the Sharira or only in the Manasa, and both Sharira and Manasa. Okay, that is 1-star important. So mainly you have to follow, you have to study the 2 type Vishesha and Samanya Purvaruba. Okay, then next is Ruba. The third one, that is Ruba. The definition of Ruba mainly Tadeva Vektadam Yadam Ruba Mityabhidiyade. So clear, mainly in here what is happening, the symptoms are fully manifested or clearly manifested. So from this point we can make a clear diagnosis of the disease. Okay, so Samsthanam, Vyanjanam, Lingam, Lakshanam, Chinnam, Agadi. So these are the synonyms for the Ruba, very, very important. Okay, so in previous years, the question was asked that Samsthana is the synonym for. Okay, so Samsthana, Vyanjana, Linga, Lakshana, Chinnam, Agadi. All these are the synonyms of Ruba. You have to study it very well. And we have already discussed the code for it in our recorded videos. Okay, so try to remind that code also. Okay, and Ulpanna Vyadi Bodhagameva Lingam Rupa. Idi Lakshana. Okay, so we will get the idea of the diseases. Ulpanna Vyadi, already manifested diseases through this symptoms. Okay, signs and symptoms. So that is Rupa. And coming to the type, mainly 5 type are explaining here. Okay, so Pradiniyada Lakshanam or Pratyatmaka Lingam. Okay, that is the Pratyatmaka Linga of Jwara, mainly in Jwara, Sandaba can be seen. Okay, temperature is the common symptom for Jwara. Adisara, in Adisara, Drava Malapravarti. Okay, the loosened stools. And in Prameha, Prabhuda Avila Mutrada. So these 3 Rubas you have to study very well. So in Prameha, we have already discussed when we are studying, we have studied the Chikitsa, Jara, Sandaba, Jare, Sandaba Lakshanam, Prameham, Prabhuda Avila Mudrada, and in Adisara, Dravamala Pravati. Okay, so that is the Pradiniyada Lakshana. So first type in the Lakshana, and next is Doshaja Lakshana. So according to the dosha, for example, in Pittaja Kushta, Adisveda and Daha can be seen. So according to the dosha, the symptoms may be bad. Okay. And next one, that is Avasthanusar Lakshana, that is according to Vegavastha, Avegavastha, or based on Dosha Paga, Dhatu Paga, the symptoms are different. Okay. And next is Adura Samveda Lakshana, that means the Lakshanas which only the patient can be understand. Okay, only the patient can see that things that is the patient can experience. That is Trishna, Aduji, all these things that only the patients can only assess that. Okay, that is Adura Samveda Lakshana. Whereas Vaidya Samveda Lakshana means only the doctor can find that. That is Yagda Priha Vridhi, that is if the hepatomegaly, splenomegaly, if these things are present, so only through the palpation, doctor can identify that. So that type of Lakshana is known as Adura Samveda Lakshana. So these are the main 5 type of the classification of the Rupa. Okay, understood? Then moving to the last one, that that is Ubashya and Anubashya. Okay, so that is the definition of Ubashya and Anubashya is very, very important. That is Hedu Vyadi Vibaryastam Vibaryastartha Karanam Aushada Anna Viharanam Ubayogam Sugavam. So we can give the treatment. Ubashya and Anubashya means what? Trial and error method. Okay. So based on this, we can predict the disease. Okay, diagnosis of the disease and also the prognosis also. Okay. So Gudalinkam Vyadim Ubashaya Anubashaya Abhyam Pariksheda. This is a very important definition in the Charaga Samhita. Okay, so Gudalingam Vyadim. So if we are not presently we cannot identify what is actually the disease. Okay, what is the actual dosha involvement in that particular disease, then we can do this trial and error therapy. Sometimes it will fail or sometimes it will success. Okay, importance of anubhashya in the treatment. Okay, so most commonly we are adopting this anubhashya method. Okay, so you have to study in entrance examination aspect. The Ubashya type is 18 in number. So you have to study the 18 type with examples. Okay. So 18 type is very, very, very important. Ubashya type is 18 number. Okay. So don't forget 18 type of Ubashya is mainly explaining in Ayurveda. So either the Hedu Vibaridam. Aushadha can be used, Hedu Vibarida, Anna can be used. Anna means diet can be used, Hedu Vibarida Vihara. Our lifestyles can be exactly opposite to that of Hedu. So we can adopt the treatment like this. Or Vyadhi Vibridam, exactly opposite of that disease. Aushadha, Anna or Vihara can be taken as Vyadhi Vibrida or Hedu Vyadhi Vibrida. So both Hedu and Vyadhi Vibrida, Anna, Aushadha, Vihara also can be adopted. And then fourth one, that is Hedu Vibrida Arthakari. So here the exactly similar qualities of Aushadha, Anna, Vihara, that is same qualities of Hedu is taken. Okay, so Hedu का property क्या है, उसके समान औषधा अन्ना विहार. So that says that it also works, okay, in the Ubashya. Okay, and Vyadhi Vibaridam, just as similar to that of Vyadhi, Aushadha Anna Vihara is taken, and both opposite, that is Hedu Vyadhi Vibaridartha Karya Aushadha Anna Vihara. Okay, so you have to study all these examples very well. Okay, so I am not detailing about this table. So each and every point in this table is very, very, very important. Okay, so I have explained that these all examples with the code in our recorded videos. Okay, so for example, the questions can be asked like this. That is, Udavartamim Pravahan. The Pravahana is indicated in Udavarta. It's an example of Vyadhi Vibrida Aushadha or Vyadhi Vibrida Anna or Vyadhi Vibrida Vihara. We have to select as Vyadhi Vibrida Vihara. Okay. And also in, for example, in Shardi Roga, Madanaphala can be used. Is an example of Vyadhi Vibridarthakari Aushadha. Okay. So when these questions can be asked, you have to select it accurately. Okay. So the example is same. It will not be changed in the examination. Okay. So you have to study it very well. Okay. 18 type is very, very, very important. Then next is about the Samprapti. Okay. That is etiopathogenesis of the disease. This is also very important. Yada dushtena doshena yada anuvisarpada. Nivrutti Ramayasisau Saptar Jadi Ragadi. So the synonyms of this Samprapti is Jadi and Agadi. Very, very important. Okay. And also here the Samprapti type is explained. And Charakacharya mainly explains Sankhya, Pradhanya, Vidhi, Vigalpa, Bala, Kala. 6 type is explained. Okay. Please note, according to Charakacharya, Samprapti type is 6. But in Ashtanga Hridaya and Madhav Nidana and all Acharyas mentioned that 5 types. So they are not included with the Samprapti. So with the Samprapti is only explained in Charaka Samhita. Okay. Understood? So that point you have to remember, with the Samprapti is explained only in Charaka Samhita. And let's make a view on these points. That is, Sankhya Samprapti means according to the number of diseases. Okay. So, Jwaro Ashta. Okay. And Pancha Gulma, 5 type of Gulma, 8 type of Jwara. So, that is known as Sankhya Samprapti. Counting. Okay. Counting the number of diseases, Sankhya Samprapti. And next is Pradhanya. Okay. So, Pradhanya means the important doshas. So whenever a disease is produced, there may be one dosha mainly involved. That is known as the main involved dosha is known as pradhanya. So based on that, that is pradhanya samprapti. And vikalpa, vikalpo amshamsha kalpana. That is very important. So amshamsha kalpana. So doshun ki amshamsha kalpana. So there may be difference in the proportion of each and every dosha in diseases. For example, in the Vadika, Vadarekta. So there is a increasing of the Vada dosha when compared to that of Pitta, Kapha, etc. So that is the Vigalpa. Even though all doshas are involved in the manifestation of each and every diseases, basically, but the proportion of each and every dosha will be varied. So those dosha which is present more in the proportion, that is explained in the Vigalpa. Okay, Vigalpo, Amsha, Amsha Kalpana, very, very important. Okay, then coming to Bala Samprapti means the severity of the doshas. So mainly, which dosha is mainly vitiated more? Based on that, that is Bala Samprapti. Okay, and Kala Samprapti, according to Vyadhi Kala. Okay, and also this is based on the Vyadhi Kala, that is Kala Samprapti. Okay, and next is Vidhi. Vidhi Samprapti means is a type of Sankhya Samprapti, especially mentioned in the Charaga Samhita, Vidhi Samprapti. Okay, so this Vidhi Samprapti actually mention about the prognosis of the disease or the sadhya sadhida of the disease. For example, the Rekta Pitta is Urdagam, Adogadam, and Ubayagadam. So based on this prognosis, Urdagam is Sadhyam, Adogam is Yapyam, and Ubayagadam is Asadhyam. We have already said that. So that type of explaining or counting the diseases are known as Vidhi Samprapti based on the Sadhya Sadhida. Okay. So Vidhi Samprapti is very important. Actually, that is only mentioning in the Charaka chart. Okay. And these are the definitions given in the Nidana, that is Mother Nidana explained for Ubhadrava. What is Ubhadrava? So whenever a disease is present for a chronic period, then there is a chance of producing another disease associated with this. So that is known as Subhadrava. So you have to study that definition. Okay. That is Vyade Rubadi Yo Vyadir Bhavatyu Uttara Kalajaha. Okay. Ubakrama Avirodi Chasa Ubhadrava Ityuchile. That definition you have to study. And Vyadhi Sankara, that is also important. Okay, so Kastid Rogo Rogasya Hetur Bhutva Prashamidi or Na Prashamidi Chani Hedutva Hurida Bisa. That means whenever some diseases are become the hedu for another disease. Okay, one disease will become a cause of another disease, and this first disease get disappeared. Or this first disease also persists with the second disease, and kind of diseases are known as Vyadhi Sankara. Okay, so combination of diseases can be seen here, and they are Pichra Sadhya. Okay, understood? So that is Vyadhi Sankara. Just you have to study the what is Vyadhi Sankara, what is Ubhadrava. Okay, so that difference you have to be noted. And next is Nidanarthagara Roga. So that is also an important term. So Nidanarthagaro rogasya apyubhajayate. Tadyada jwara sandhabad rekta pittam. So some diseases become the causative factor for the another one. So from this jwara sandhaba rekta pittam is produced. Okay. So from this rekta pitta and jwara shosha can be produced. Okay. So that is the connection from one disease to another disease. So that is known as Nidanarthagara roga. Okay. Understood? So that is also you have to be studied well. Okay. Then moving to the another important aspect in our Ayurveda AMA, you are already know that you have already studied what is AMA. So I think there is no need of any explanation about AMA. Okay. So clearly you have to know that what is the definition of AMA. That is Ushmano Alpa Balatvena Dadu Madim Avajdam Dushtam Amashagadam Rasam Amam Projection. So this definition from Ashtanga Hridaya, very important definition. Study well. Okay. And so actually the toxin or the accumulated metabolic waste are known as the AMA. So they are capable of producing enormous diseases in our body. Okay, and coming to the Amolpati Hedu, that you have to study with 2-star importance. Whenever we are taking the Viruddhahara, okay, incompatible foods are taken, that will definitely cause the production of AMA. Okay, and Adyashanam, Ajirnam, Amatosham Mahagoram, Varjit Vishasam. Exactly act as a toxins or visha in our body. Okay, that is why in this modern era, the lot of patients are coming with the different kind of symptoms. Okay, so we cannot explain that actually this is the cause for your disease. There may be association of maybe all diseases are associated with the AMA. We can see that. Okay, so that is Amotpatti Hedu. You have to study it. So Amatosha Mahagoram Varjit Vishasapam. Okay, that definition is very, very important. Okay, so this quotation is given for Ama. Okay, and Ama Lakshana, that is also important. That is Rodho Rodham will be there. Bala Bramsham, Gauravam. Okay, Gauravam, Anila Mudada, Alasyam, Apatti, Nishtiva, Malasanka, Aruchi Klama. All these symptoms we can observe in the Ama patients. Okay, when there's all diseases, we can observe sometimes the patient is explaining there may be heaviness, and also Malasangam will be there, and Alasyam, Apatti Shakti, all these we can observe clearly. Okay, so you have to study that Lakshana also. Okay, then there is a Sama Lakshana. So whenever all Ama is present with Vayu and Nidama, Vayu, Vada Lakshana, Sama Pitta Lakshana there. Okay, so one point you have to mainly focus, that is in the Samavayu, Snehadir Vriddhi Mapnodi, Surya Megode Nishi. That symptoms you have to mainly focus. And commonly, the Samavada Lakshanas, you can guess that that is Vibandham will be there, Agnisadam, Tantra, Richa, okay, Vedana, Shofam. All these symptoms are the Samavada Lakshana. But the last line is very, very important. That is Snehadir Vriddhi Mapnodi. Whenever in the Ama stage, commonly the Vada, we can say that this Sneha Prayoga is very effective. But in the Ama association with the Vada, then this Sneha Prayoga will increase the signs and symptoms. Okay, so that we can take in as Ubashya and Ubashya therapy there. Okay, so if we are giving Thaila on external application, if the disease is increased, then that is anubhashya, exactly opposite to that ubhashya. That disease is not relieved. So anubhashya is happened there. So we can give the rukshatara. Okay. So amapachana should be taken there. Like this ubhashya, anubhashya is working. Okay. And Surya Megodev, Nishi, all these symptoms are increases. Okay. And other lakshanas are 1-star important. Okay, if you have enough time, you can study that very well. Otherwise, you have to mark the important symptoms like this. Okay. And coming to the Vyadi. So, in Nidanasthana, what is Vyadi is explaining here. What is disease? Okay. Tad dukkha samyogad vyadischa uchyate. Okay. So, Vigaro, Dhatu Vaishamyam, Satmyam, Pragrati Ruchyade. Suga Sapnyagam Arogyam, Vigaro, Dukkha Mevacha. So, always the Dukkha or which produces difficulties in our bodies is taken as Vigara or Vyati. Okay. So, in the Vigara, what is happening? There may be imbalance between the Dhatu and Dosha. Okay. Dhatu Vaishamyam is there. When the Dhatu is becoming the normal state, we can term that as Pragriti. Okay. Then Rogastu Dosha Vaishamyam, Dosha Satmyam, Arogada. So Roga is Dosha Vaishamya or Dhatu Vaishamya. Anything can be happen. Okay. Then Vyadi Paryaya is 2-star important. So Vyadi, Amaya, Gada, Adanka, Yakshma, Vigara, Roga. All these are the symptoms. Okay. So Yakshma is a synonym of Vyadi. Okay, please note. All other things we have already studied that. But Yakshma It is not only the Rajyakshma, but that is a synonym for Vyadi. Okay. Then coming to the type of Vyadi, the classification of Vyadi is important. You can take it as 2-star important. Okay. So Divida Veda in Sushruta Samhita, two type are explaining. That is Shastra Sadhyam, Snehadi Kriya Sadhyam, which can be surgical or which can be managed with a Snehadi Kriya. Okay. And next is the three type of Vyadi, that is the Dukkha Trividaha. Dukkha Samyogat Vyadya Hevi. So that Dukkha is three type, that is Adhyalmika, Adi Baudhiga, Adi Devika. Okay, so this classification is very, very important. And the 7 type classification is again given here. And this Adhyalmika type is again divided to Adi Bala Pravritam, Janma Bala Pravritam, Dosha Bala Pravritam. Okay. Whereas the Adi Baudhigam uh, can be classified into Sankhada Bala Pravritam. Whereas Adi Daivigam into again 3, that is Kala Bala Pravritam, Deva Bala, and Swabhava Bala Pravritam. So totally 7 type classification. So Vyadi 7 type classification is very, very important. 3-star important. Okay. Each and every point and its example is very important. So that is Adi Bala Pravritta means that is Shukra Shonida Dosha Anvaya. So whenever there is a dosha or present in the Shukra Shonida, that kind of diseases are known as, which is produced through that is known as Adi Bala Pravritta Rogas. Okay. So example is Kushta, Arsha. These are considered as Adi Bala Pravritta Rogas. Okay. So Kushta, Arsha, both Balavan Rog hai. Kushta or Arsha, both Balavan hai. So Balavan means Adi Bala. Okay. Adi Bala. Kushta and Arsha, both Balavan Toshia. So they are Adi Bala. And Janma Bala Pravriddha means Madhuhu Abhacharat. So whenever there is a Dauhrada Abhachara or Rasakrita doshas, especially that is produced from mother. Okay. Madhuhu Abhachara. So whenever any things are happening from their mother, then that is produced as the Pangu, Anta, and Badirada, Mukha. Okay. And all these things are produced, we can take under the Janma Bala Pravada Rogas. Okay. That is important. And then Dosha Bala Pravada means due to the Mithya Ahara Vihara. So that kind of diseases which is produced by doing this Mithya Ahara Vihara and all, that is known as Dosha Bala. For example, we can divide into Sharirika, Manasika diseases are produced. So, Amasya Samutam, Pakwasya Samutam, that kind of diseases we can term as Dosha Bala Pravritta. Okay. Whereas Sanghada Bala Pravritta means Agantavo Durbalasya Balavat Vigraha. So, there is a Shada, Banga, Prahara, all these things can, due to these things, there may be the diseases. Okay, so that is Shastrakrit and Vyalakrit. This is divided into two, Shastrakrit and Vyalakrit. That is Sanghada Bala Pravritta. So there may be an injury can be there. Okay. And Kala Bala Pravritta means due to the Shida Ushna Vada Varsha Pravridibhi. So due to the seasonal changes. Okay. So that is Vyapannam, Avyabana, Ridupradam. That type is Kala Bala according to the climate. Okay. And Daiva Bala Pravritta means Deva Drohat, Abhishastaha, Adharvana, Krida, Ubasargaja. Okay. So that is Vidyut, Vidyut Shanikrit and Pishajadi Grahakrit Rogas. So we have studied that Graha Rogas. Okay. The Aganducha Unmada, like this diseases we can take as the Deva Bala Pravritta. Okay. And the Swabhava Bala Prakrita means the things which is naturally occurring in our body, that is Shut, Pipasa, Jara, Mrityu, Nidra, all these are naturally occurring in our body. Anyone cannot be prevented. Okay, so that kind of diseases which is produced from this is known as Swabhava Bala Prakrita. Okay. So these 7 type classification and their examples you have to study very well. Okay. Then Next point, that is Shadkriya Kala. This is also very important. So what is Shadkriya Kala? So these are the way when we can find out the diseases earlier, or the stages when we can find the diseases, and also we can diagnose the disease and we can predict the treatment also. So that is known as Shadkriya Kala. So in the Sushruta Samhita, Acharya explains the 6 stages of development of the diseases. Okay, so that is Sanchayam, Pragobam, Prasaram, Sthana Samshayam, Victim Bedam. So these are known as the Shadkriya Kala. Okay, and this is also 3-star important. Okay, so note down the important points here. So definition of each stages is very important. So what is Sanchaya? It is the Pradama Kriyakala, the first Kriyakala explained. So here the dosha Sanchaya, Sanchiyade doshaha. Okay, so the dosha is increased in its position without changing its qualities. That is happening in Sanchaya. Okay, and dosha Sanchaya Lakshanas you have to study with the 2-star important. That is in Vada Sanchaya, Stabda Purna Koshtada can be seen. Okay, Stabda Purna Koshtada. Whereas in Pitta Sanchaya, Pidava Basada and Mandoshmada. So slightly increasing the temperature as well as the Pida or yellow color. Okay, whereas in Kaba Sanchaya, Angan Gauravam Alasya. All these things, that is heaviness of the body and Alasya, some type of kind of fatigue can be seen in the Kaba Sanchaya. Okay, so these symptoms you have to be studied. The questions is asked like this, that is Stabda Purna Koshtada is a Lakshana that you can observe in the options is maybe like this, that is in Vada Sanchaya, Vada Pragoba, Pitta Pragoba. Okay, so you have to select Vada Sanchaya. Okay, so for that you have to study these points very well. Okay. Then next stage, that is Pragoba. So first one, that is Sanchaya. So when we are doing this treatment in this stage, we can very easily manage the diseases. Okay. And the second stage, if you are not aware of these diseases and the disease progress into the second stage, that is Prakoba, it is a Didiya Kriya Kalaha. Okay. So Kobastu Unmarga Gamida. That means here the dosha is accumulated as well as there is a change in their qualities. Quality wise and quantity wise, there is an increase. Okay. Increase can be observed. So that is dosha pragoba lakshanam. Here, that is vada pragoba lakshana mainly koshta toda sancharana. So stabda purna koshtada is the vada sanchayam, but in koshta toda sancharanam is observed as the vada pragoba lakshana. Okay, and amliga pipasa paridaha as the pitta pragoba. Okay, and annadvesha hridyodklesha is in the kaba pragoba. Okay, so there is a clear cut of annadvesha. That is when kaba is in the pragoba stage, so they will develop anorexia. Okay, and hridyodklesha, that is nausea can be the, all these symptoms are the kaba pragoba lekshan. Okay, 2-star important, you have to study these 3 lections. Okay, and moving to the next stage, that is prasara or tridya kriya kalaha. So here, what is happening? This vitiated doshas, the pragoba doshas, is moved from its own position to other areas of the body. Prasara, moving. Okay, that is like this prasara or this flow is explained in our Samhita as kinvodaga or pishta samavaya. Ivodriktanam prasarobha. So this flow is like a kinvodaga or pishta sama. Okay, that is happening in the prasara stage. Okay. So the hedu for this prasarana is Tesham Vayu Gadimatva Prasarana Hedu. So mainly the Vada is the hedu or causative factor for this prasarana. Okay. Then mainly 15 type of prasara is explaining. That is Vada prasara, Kaba prasara, Vittam, Rektam. All this 15 type are explaining. 2-star important. So prasara Veda is 15. Okay. So right, you can write here code as the within 15 weeks prasada can happen. So within 15 weeks, okay, prasada can happen. Okay, this is just a code. So week, it is not week, that is 15 type is that. Okay. Then Dosha Prasara Lakshana is also very important. That is in Vadiga type. Vimarga Gamana and Adoba can observe, whereas in Pitta, that is Osha Chosha Paridaha Dumayram. One more grade is increasing. So, in the Pragoba stage, there may be Amliga, Pipasa, Paridaha, but Osha Chosha Paridaha means there is increasing of this burning sensation in different forms. Okay. And Kaba, there is Arochagam, Avipagam, Angasadam, Shardi. The nausea is turning into Shardi in the Dosha Prasara. Okay. So these Lakshanas you have to study very, very well. Okay. And next stage, that is Stana Samshrayam. So the importance of this Stana Samshraya is that in this stage, Purvaruba is produced. So we have already discussed the Purvaruba. So whenever we are focusing on this stage, we will get clear idea about the Purvaruba of the particular disease. So we can give the immediate treatment at this stage. Okay, so when we are giving the proper treatment at this stage, we can easily manage it. Okay. Okay. So the Sthana Samshaya, that is Purvaruba, is produced in this stage in the Chaturtha Kriyakala. So questions can be asked like this, that is Purvaruba is produced in which stage of the Shadkriya Kala? So Purvaruba is produced in the Sthana Samshaya. Okay, so here examples are given for some Purvaruba of different diseases like in Medogada, maybe there may be Granthi, Apachi, Arbhuda, Galaganda, allergy. Okay. And in Vastigada, Sthana Samshaya is happening in Vasti, mainly in Prameha, Ashmiri, Mutra, Gadam, Mutra Dosham. In Mim, Vasti, Mim, Sthana Samshaya hota hai. Whereas in Vidradi and Anushayi, is Mim, Asti Mim, Sthana Samshaya hota hai. Okay. Whereas in the Gud Mim, Bagandar Mim, or Ashas Mim, Gud Mim, Sthana Samshaya hota hai. Okay. So just read these points. Okay, just make an clear idea about where this Sansamshaya happening in these diseases. Okay, that's all. And moving to the next, that is Vyakti, the stage Panchama Kriyakara, or fifth stage of treatment, that is Vyakti. Vyadi Darshanam. So mainly here the main diseases or the diseases is clearly manifested in this Vyakti stage. Okay, so Vyadi Darshanam. For example, Shofa, Arbuda, Jwaradi, Vyadi, Pravyakta Lakshana. All these are mainly manifested in the Vyakti stage. Vyakti means clearly manifested. Okay. So Ruba, Purvaruba is manifested in the Sthana Samshaya, whereas the Vyakti in Vyakti mein Ruba or the signs and symptoms are mainly manifested. Okay, note that. Then next, the last stage, that is Beta. Here, it is a Shat Kriya Kala, the sixth one. So here, what is happening? The complications or Ubhadravas are produced. So, Jora Adhisara Prabadhinam Dirga Kalanubandaha Apradikriyamano Asadhyatam Ubayanti. Okay, so whenever we are not aware of the diseases, or if the patient is ignored the each and every stage, then it will be moved into the last stage, Beda. Here, the complications are produced due to the chronicity of the diseases. At this stage, most diseases are asadhya in nature. Okay, so that is the importance of Beda. Okay. And dosha vriddhi. Next point, that is, if the question is asked, the type of dosha vriddhi, it is two types. That is Chayaruba and Pragobaruba. Okay. Then dosha satmya means swasthanastasya samada vigara sambhavaha is shamaha. So whenever the doshas are in its own position without producing any diseases, and that stage is known as dosha satmya stage. Okay. Then moving to the type. So in Madhav Nidana, according to Madhav Nidana, the 8 type of Jwara is mentioned here. So just read these points. We have already discussed these points in the Kaya Chikitsa. So I will not explain these points very clearly. Okay. So we have already discussed that. Okay. So in Jwara, 8 type is mentioned, and Agandha Jwara, 4 type is mentioned here. Visha Jwara, 5 type. All these points we have already discussed. Okay. And one thing that we have to study, that is Grahani Roga. 6 type of Grahani is mentioned in the Madhavanidana. So there is an additionally Sangrahani and Gadi Yantra Grahani is explained in Madhavanidana. Okay, so Gadi Yantra Grahani is explained in Madhavanidana. Okay, that two type that you have to remember, that two type are additionally added in the Madhavanidana only. Sangrahani and Gadi Yantra Grahani. So this Sangraha Grahani means Durvikneya, Dushchigilsya, okay, and Chirakalanubandhi, they are chronic in nature. And Diva Pragobo, Ratri Shanti. This is the nature of this Sangraha Grahani. Okay, that two lines you have to focus. Okay. Whereas Gadi Yandra Grahani means Swapadaha Parshayoko, Shulam, Gala, Jwala Gadi Dhvani. So there is a um, voice or the sound of a dhvani can be heard. Okay, that is type of grahani is known as Gadi Yantram, and Gadi Yantram Asadhyam. So this is Asadhya in it. So these two type are Asadhya and mainly mentioned in the Madhavita. Okay. And Arsha type we have already discussed. 6 type of Arshas is there. Okay, and next that is Ajirna Pragara that you have to be focused. Okay, so mainly 6 type of Ajirna is explained here. So which is produced due to the Kaba. Kaba dosh se produced Ajirna ko Ama bolte hain. Okay, so if the Ajirna which is produced due to the Kaba is known as Ama. Okay, when Ajirna is produced due to Pitta, it is Vidaktam. Dagdam. Dagdam means burning. So of course, it is the burning is produced by Pitta. You can remember like this. Okay. And Vishtabdam is due to that of Vada. Okay. Vada. And Rasa Shesha Ajirnam is there. Okay. And Dinapagi Ajirnam means Nirdosha. Okay. And Pragrita Ajirnam means Pradivasara. So which is produced as the Pradivasara Ajirna is Pragrita Ajirna. Okay. And Rasa Shesha Ajirna, the treatment for the Rasa Shesha Ajirna is given here. That is mainly Ubhavasa is taken here. Okay. The Lakshanas is also explained here. And these are as same as the dosha predominance. That is, if a Kaba is increasing, so Gurutvam may be there, Utklesham may be there, Shodham. Okay, all this can be seen. When the Pitta in Vidaktamim, Trishna, Murcha, Udgara, Sweda, Daha, that are the symptoms of Pitta we can observe there. Okay. Whereas in Rasa Shesha Ajirna, Annudesha and Hridaya Shuji can be seen as the Lakshana. 1 star important. So Rasa Shesha Ajirna, Annudesha and Hridaya Shuji, 1 star important. Okay. And next is Vishujigo Bhadrava that we have already discussed, that 5 type of Vishujigo Bhadrava. And here the Krimi, the total number of Krimi explained is 20. Okay. And Bahya Abhindra, they are divided. Okay. And also the 7 type of Kabaja Krimi, 6 type of Rektaja Krimi, now 5 type of Pudishaja Krimi are explained here. That is 5, 6, 7. Okay. That is Perkamim Krimi, PRK. You can write PRK, Perkamim Krimi. That is 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay. That is the code. And we have already studied that name of different type of Krimi. Okay. So try to remember that code also. Okay. And next point that you have to remember is that Madhumeha Swarubam. Okay. So, Madhu Samana Mutra Tyaga. So, the urine will be excreted. That is same as that of Madhu. Okay. And Madhumeha Vyadhi is of 2 type. That is due to the Dadukshaya or due to the Vada Prakopa. That is very important. The 2 type Madhumeha is 2 type. That is Vada due to the Vada Prakopa or due to the Dadukshaya. Okay. So mainly the Madhumeha, we have studied that. So due to the Dadukshaya, what is happening? Vada Koba will be. So and Doshavada Pada, that is here what is happening? Vada Pitta is in become Avada by the Vada. Okay, so that is a 2 type of Madhumeh. Okay, Dadu Vruddhe, Dadu Kshayado, Dosha Vridavapadecha. Okay, and coming to the Amavada, next is Amavada. So Amavada, you have to study the Hedu. So Virudahara, that plays an important role in the protection of Amavada. We have already discussed that. In Ama also, Virudahara plays an important role. Okay. And Virudahara Cheshtasya, Mandakya Nishchalasya, Snigdam, Bhuktvado, Hanyam, Vyayamam, Kurvadastada. So these are known as the Hedu for the Amavada. Okay. Two star important. And next point that you have to be focused on the Yugabat Kubida Vanda. Triggers Sandhi Praveshagu. Stabdam cha Kurude Gatram Amavada Sauchya. So mainly the symptoms are clearly explained by Acharya. So mainly triggers Sandhi. Triggers Sandhi are a place of manifestation of a place of the Samprapti mainly happening here. So the pain may be present in this trigger Sandhi. Okay. And Stabdam cha Kuride Gatram. There may be stiffness present. Okay. Stabdam cha Kuride Gatram. Amavadam Sauchya. That is important. Okay. And Amavada Samanya Lakshanam, 2 star important. Angamarda Maruji Trishna, Alasyam Gauravam Jara, Abagaha Shunada Anganam, Amavada selection. So this is an important quotation. It is better to by heart this quotation. You can use in your OPD also. Okay. So these symptoms, whenever this Amavada patient is coming to our OPD, we can ask them or we can observe these all symptoms in that patient. Okay. And Pravruddha Amavadam, coming to the prognosis, Pravruddha Amavadam is Kashta Satyam. Okay. And in Pravruddha Avastha mein, Vrishchika Damshavat Atyadik Vedana can be seen. So severe pain that is similar to that of the Vrishchika Damsha can be seen in the Pravruddha Amavadam, 2 star important. So that particular point or that particular symptom that you can observe only in Amavada. So Vrishchika Damsha that explain that much severity of the pain. The patient experience that much severe pain in their body. Okay, Vrishchika Damsha. Then next is the Satya Sadhida, that is Ega Doshaja Amavada is Satya, the Doshaja is Yapya, and which is present in the whole body. Sarva Sharira Vyabhi with Shoda, with the edema, Yukta Sannipadika Amavada, it is Prichrasad. Okay, so that's all about the Nidana. Okay. So we have completed the Roga Nidana and now we have to focus or we have to move on to the Rasayana Vajigana part. That is also an important part. Then okay, okay. So I hope you can see this screen. Okay. So let's start the Rasayana. So you have already know that the Beshaja is divided into two. That is Sasya Ujaskaram and Adurasya Rogan. Okay. That type of classification you have to study well. Beshaja is divided into two types, that is Swastasya Ujaskaram and Adurasya Rogan. So under this Swastasya Ujaskaram, that which further increases the strength of our body. Okay, in a normal person, Swastasya Urjaskaram, that increases the strength of the body. Then here comes Rasayana and Vajigana therapy. Okay, so Swastasya Urjaskarke under this Rasayana and Vajigana is explained. Okay, so you are I think you have already studied very detail in what is Rasayana, what is Vajigana. You know that definition also. Okay, so I will not go into detail about the definition, but you have to study the definition with the 3 star important. Okay, and in Charaka Samhita, mainly 4 chapters are explaining the Rasayana Adhyaya. Okay, so uh, you can write a code that is Aapka Rasayan, Aapka Rasayan, APKA, Aapka. So A for Abhayamalagiyam, and P for Pranakamiyam, and K for Karaprajitiyam, and A for Ayurveda Samudhanayam. So you have to study the name of these chapters which are explaining the Rasayana in Charaka Samhita. Okay, understood? So Aapka Rasayan. Okay, then first, we have to move on to the first chapter, that is Abhayamalagya Rasayanam. So here, the synonym of Bheshja is explained. Okay, so please study the synonym of Bheshja, that is Chikitsa, uh, Patyam, Sadhanam, Vyadiharam, Aushadam, Prakriti Sthapanam, and Prayashchittam Hidam. All these are just the yeah. So among these, please Chigilsidam, Sadhanam, and Patyam. Okay, as the Bheshja Patyaya. And we have discussed that Bheshja is two type, Swastasya Ujaskaram and Arthasya Roganat or Adurasya Roganat. That is curative in aspect. Okay. And Abheshaja is again divided into that is Badhanam, Sanubadhanam. Okay. So please study this classification with the 2-star important. And again, the Rasayana. According to the treatment type, we can divide into two types, that is Kudi Praveshigam and Vadatavigam. Okay, so Kudi Praveshigam means indulge. When we are doing this Rasayana therapy in a Kudi. Okay, so without exposing to the sunlight or any external environment, there is no connection with external environment. So that type of Rasayana Prayoga is Kudi Praveshiga. And Vadatavika means we can do in the OP patients or outdoor. Outdoor में करने वाला रसायन Vadatavika. Okay. So in a daily basis, Vadatavika rasayana can be done, but Kudi Praveshika is the Shrestha one. So which is the best one? Kudi Praveshika. Okay. And we know that Labha Bayuhi Sastanam Rasadinam Rasayanam. Okay, and we will get Dirghamayu, Smriti, Medham, Arogyam, Tarunam Vaya. So okay, we will get longevity, that is also increases our beauty, and also it will nourishes our dadus. Okay, and it lessen our aging. All these are the properties of Rasayana. And according to Dalhana, it is two type. So based on the property that we achieved after this Rasayana, it is divided into three. It is given in the it is this type of classification given by the Dalhana Acharya, that is Ajastrika Rasayanam. That means which we can do daily. Pradidin Sevan Karne Yogi. So Acharya Rasayana. So some moral principles are explained that we have to follow in our conduct and our behavior. That is known as Ajay Rasayana. So actually Rasayana means not the medicine only. Okay, so we can do the Rasayana therapy in the medicine, in the diet, in the behavior also. So that behavior type of Rasayana is known as Acharya Rasayana. That is explained in the Charaka Samhita. If you are not familiar with this Acharya Rasayana, please read. Okay, well manners are explained in our Samhitas. Okay, so Acharya Rasayana is very, very important. And Shadrasrikta Bhojana that we can do as Ajastrika Rasayana daily, or daily milk or daily ghee. These all things can be taken as the Ajastrika Rasayana. We can use daily. That is Ajastrika. Okay. And Kami Rasayana means Vishesha Prayojan se Sevan Karne Yogi. So, in order to achieve a particular type of desire, in order to fulfill particular type of desire, then that type of rasayana is Kami Rasayana. So, that is again divided into Ayurvriddhi, Medha Vriddhi, Bala Vriddhi. So, in order to increase the strength, Bala Vriddhi Rasayana. In order to increases the intelligence, Medha Vriddhi. In order to increases the Ayus, lifespan, then that type of is known as Ayurvriddhi, Kami Rasayana. So, Kami means some desires. Okay, so it is divided to three again. Kamyam, that is Ayurvriddhi, Medhavriddhi, Balavriddhi. Okay, and Naimittika Rasayanam, that is mainly used in the curative aspect of particular disease. Okay, that is Kushtam, Madhumeham, Nikshma, Adi, Gambhir Rogam, Adi chronic nature Rogam, that we can use the Naimittika Rasayanam. So, to where example is the Tuvaraga Rasayana is specifically mentioned in the Kushta Roga. Okay. So the importance of Rasayana is that we can advise the patients to do this Rasayana therapy after purification therapy. That is the importance of doing this Rasayana therapy. We cannot do the Rasayana therapy as first um, first method. Okay. So the first of all, we have to do the treatment for that particular disease. We have to do Sneha Sweda, Shodhana Shamana treatment. After that, if the doshas are fully expelled out from this body, then we can do the Rasayana in order to restore their health and restore the dhatus. Okay, so that is the purpose of doing this Rasayana. Anyway, you have to follow or you have to know that the classification is very important. 2 type and 3 type. 2 star important. Okay, questions can be asked. That is, Naimittika Rasayana is used for particular diseases. Okay, Roga Shaman ke liye. And in Avishuddha Sharira, that is the importance of purification therapy is explained here. That is, in Avishuddha Sharira, Rasayana is Nishphala. There is no effect of doing this Rasayana. Rasayana is Nishphala, like Maline Vastre Raga Iva Afalaha. This quotation, please note, Maline Vastre Raga Iva Afalaha. So whenever we are giving some color to the Malina Vastra, okay, dirty clothes, it will not effective. Okay, like this, if we are giving this Rasayana therapy in the impure body, okay, without the which is not undergone this purificatory therapy, this is Nishphala. It is not effective. That is importance mainly explained here. Okay, and Kudi Praveshika Rasayana Kudi explained here. That is mainly the kudi that should be placed in the Purva Uttara Disha. Okay, please note Purva Uttara Disha mein kudi nirman and kudi isme Trigarbha Sushma Lojana. Okay, so in Ashtanga Hridaya, this kudi should be placed in Ishana Kon. Ishana Kon, whereas in Charaka Samhita, in the northeast direction, that is Purva Uttara Disha. And it should have Trigarbham. Okay, Trigarbham and Sushmalodana. Small pores should be there in order to allow this entry of the Vada into the Kudi. Okay. And the time for Kudi Praveshana is mainly mentioned, that is in the Uttarayana Kala. It is the best time for the Kudi Pravesha. Okay, Uttarayana Kala. And the Shukla Bhaksha is also mentioned. Okay. And we have to do first the Shodhana. That Shodhana should be done with the this table is important. Okay, Rasayana Sevana Purvam, Samshodhanartha Dravya. You have to study these all Dravyas with code. Okay, that is Haridagi, Sainthavam, Gudam, Vaja, Rejini, Pipali, Vishabeshajam, Amalagam. All these things can be used. 2 star important. Okay, and the Sanupana is Ushna. Okay, so the code I have already discussed. Please check that videos. Okay, and then moving to the next important point here, that is the number of yogas mentioned in the Charaka. Okay, so in the Abhayamalagi Rasayana, 6 yogas are mentioned, and 37 is mainly, most yogas are mentioned in the Pranakamyam, the 2nd chapter. Okay, so total 63 are mentioned. 63 yogas are mentioned in the Charaka Samhita. Okay, so which is the first mentioned Rasayana yoga? In Charaka Samhita and in Ashtanga Hridaya, the first mentioned Rasayana yoga is Brahma Rasayana. Okay, which is mentioned Brahma Rasayana is the first yoga in Charaka Samhita and Ashtanga Hridaya. But in the Ashtanga Sangraha, Haridagi Rasayana is explained. Okay, please note that Haridagi Rasayana is explained as first in the Ashtanga Sangraha. And next we have to study the Brahma Rasayana. So here, Panchamulas are mainly mentioned here. That should be taken with the 10 pala. Okay, and Haridagi number is 1000 and Hamalagi is 3000. So 1:3 ratio is the Haridagi and Hamalagi. So mainly Hamalagi is present more. Okay. Then So the point about Brahmarasana, you have to remember that mainly Haridagi is present 1000 and Amalagi 3000. Okay. Then coming to the Chavanaprasha Rasayana. Okay. So Chavanaprasha, you are very familiar with this Chavanaprasha, and it is a Kudipraveshika Rasayana. And here 500 Amalagi is present. Okay, please note in the Chavanaprasha only 500 is present, but in the Brahmarasayana 3000 is present. Note that difference. Okay, so Brahmarasayana is an overall Rasayana we can give to the children's also, those who are affected with the severe cough and all. After that, Vega, Kasa Vega, we can give this Brahma Rasayana to prevent the further attack. Okay. Then the Sharkara, which is present in the Chavanaprasha is Malsyandika Sharkara that should be added in half tula. Okay. Please note Malsyandika Sharkara is added in the Chavanaprasha. And coming to the Prisheba Dravya, here the Madhu is present as the 6 pala and Tugakshiri 4 pala, Pippali 2 pala. Anyway, Kasa Shwasa Hara Steva Visheshan. So it is mainly indicated for Kasa Shwasa Hara. Okay, Chavanaprasha. 500 Amalaki. That point you have to remember. And one more name is given to this Chavanaprasha. Anyone, please, do you know that another name for Chavanaprasha? That is Bhargava Rasayana. Okay, so Bhargava Rasayana is the another name for this Chavanaprasha. Okay. And next is the 4 type of Amalaga Rasayana is mentioned. So Amalagi can be taken along with the Haridagi, 1 type, and Amalagi with Vimidaga, 2nd type. Amalagi with, Haridagi with Vimidaga, 3rd, and Amalagi, Haridagi, Vimidaga, the Tribala can be taken. So this is the 4 type of Amalaga Rasayana. And the Seva Matra, Dinmin, 2 times. 2 times daily. Okay. That is mentioning here. That is the Amalaga Rasayana. Okay. So this Amalaga Rasayana you have to study with the 2-star report. And next is Haridakhyadi Yoga. So here by the indication of this Haridakhyadi Yoga or the benefit of taking this Haridakhyadi Yoga, Varsha Shadam Ajaram Vayas Tishdhi Gatra Gatram Shamvat Stiri Bhavat. So the Varsha Shadam. So lifespan become 100 years. Okay. And its matra is 1 Panitala. Haridakhyadi Yoga, 1 Panitala and Varsha Shadam. Okay. Ajaram Vayas Tishtadi. That point you have to study with the 2-star important. Then Mahattapurna Sandarbha, that is Devom ke liye it is mentioned Amrita, and Nagom ke liye Sudha is mentioned as a Rasayana. Okay. And Maharshiyon ke liye Rasayana Vidhi is mentioned. Then na Jaram, na cha Daurbalyam, na Adhuryam, Nidhanam, na cha. So this is the benefit of doing this Rasayana therapy. Okay. And so the Siojaskaram, Yattu Tat Vrishadam Rasayanam. Okay. And these points that is Vachigarna Nirukti, Labo Bayohi Shastanam, Rasadinam Rasayanam. Very important definition or Nirukti for the Rasayana. Okay. And moving to the next point, next chapter, that is the Pranakamiyam. Here, Baladaka Rasayana Yoga is explained in this chapter. So, mainly 10 Rasayana Baladaka Yogas are mainly explained here. Okay. And the importance of Amalaga Grida. So, Amalaga Grida that should be kept in a Suvarna or Rajada or Muttiga Patra. Okay, 1-star important. So, the benefits of taking this Amalaga Grida is Shrudam Avatishtadi. Okay, Girisara Saram. Okay, and Varshashadam Vayo Acharam Tishtadi. So we have studied that in the Haridakhyadi Yoga. So the same thing is explained in the Amalaga Grida also. So Girisara Saram. Please note Girisara Saram for Amalaga Grida. Okay, so Giri means Amalaga. Giri means mountain. Mountain means Amalaga. Girisara Saram. Okay. And the next, the two star important, that is Amalaga Avaleham, not the Grida, Amalaga Avaleham. So in the Amalaga Avaleha, Amalagi plus Pipali is present. So Amalagi in 1000 number and Pipali is also in the 1000 number. Equal. Amalaga Avaleh means Pipali is added with the Amalagi. Okay, 1000. Whereas in the Amalaga Churna, that is 1000 Amalagi Swarasa Bhavana can be should be done for 21 days. Okay. And next important yoga, Nagabala Rasayana, very important. Okay. So Nagabala Mula is, that is one aksha quantity, and Anupana is pious or Madhusarpi. So Nagabala Rasayana is important. Its Anupana is very, very important. Either we can take them with a paya or Madhusarpi. Okay. And next is Balladaga Rasayana. Kula Yoga is 10. Okay. So Ben 10. Ben 10. So Ben for Balladaga. Okay. Balladaga means 10. Rasana Yoga. Very, very important. Okay. So Shiram, Tailam, Gudam, Palalam, Levanam, Shaudram, Sarpi, Yusham, Saktu, and Tarpanam. Okay. So these are the Balladaga Rasayana. Very, very, very important. 10. Totally 10 Balladaga Rasayanas, and the name also you have to study. So Balladaga can be taken as Shira, Taila, okay, Gudam, Shaudram, Sarpi. So all these are maybe you can remember like this. That is Sarpis is there, Gudam, Tailam, okay, and Shaudram, Shiram. And exceptions are there. That is Palalam is present. So we can write the code here as PT, PT, PTLSY. PTLSY. That is P for Palalam, T for Tarpanam, L for Levanam, S for Saktu, and Y for Yusha. Okay. PTLSY here. Okay. Then Baladaga Shirke Matra is mainly mentioned here. So please read that. But important thing is Baladaga mainly 10 number, and their name is also important. And next is Karaprajudiyam. And here Amalaga IS Brahma Rasayan ke bare mein. Amalaga IS. So here 1000 Varsh tak Ayu Vriddhi is mainly mentioned for Amalaga IS. Okay. And Kevala Amalaga Rasayan is also mentioned. So here गायों के बीच निवास करना and 1 वर्ष तक सावित्री और गायत्री ध्यान करना और पाया पान. So that is 2-star important. केवला आमलक रसायन mean only milk should be taken as diet and should be stay with the cow. Okay, गायों के बीच में निवास करना. So these kind of acharas are mainly for Kevala Amlaga Rasayan ke 7 Purva karna. Okay. And by doing this Kevala Amlaga Rasayana, that is Upadishtade, Street Veda, Vakcha Rubini. Okay, we will get the knowledge. Okay, Saraswati Basid Ratihi. Okay. And next is Indra Rasayanam. So here Indra Rasayanam means Suvarna Rasayanam or Hema Matra, that is 2 Yavam. Important. Okay. And here Visha or Valsnabha is added here, and Falasruti is Param Ojaskaram. And Shitra, Kushta, Purana, Vishama, Jwara, Nashaga is the Indra Rasayana. Okay. So Indra means God. Okay. It is in 2 Yava Matra. And next is Medha Rasayana. Very, very important. 3-star important. Medha Rasayana. 4 type is mentioned here. So Manduga Parniki, Swarasa is taken. Yeshti Madhuki, Churna, Guruji Swarasa, and Shangapushpiki, Samula Pushpa Kalka is taken. And Anupana for all type of this Medha Rasayana is Shira, very, very important. And which is Visheshada Medha, that is Shangapushpi Kalkamis. So you have to study it very, very well. Okay, 3-star important. One question is always asking from this Medha Rasayana. Okay, so Medha Rasayana, foreign number, and Manduga Parniki, Swarasa or Churna, which is taken Swarasa. So that you have to focus. Yishti Madhuki, Churna. Okay. Shangapushpi, Swarasa is not taken. It's Samula Kalka is taken. So Shangapushpi is known as Visheshadaha Medya. And their Anupana is also very important. Shira is taken. Okay. And coming to the next important, that is Pipali Rasayana is important, and it's Sevana Vidhi you have to follow. That okay. Then Vardhamana Pipali mainly 3-star important. So Pradidin 10 Pipali Vriddhi. So we have to take 10 Pipali and add 10 more on the next day and until the 10 days. Okay. So this is the order of taking the Pipali, Vardhamana Pipali, and the Anupana is milk. Okay. Milk is Anupana. And after the 10 days, we have to take the 10 less number of Pipali in the decreasing order. Again, for the 10 days. Okay. And is prakar total 1000 Pipali 7 karna. Okay. This is the order of taking the Pipali Rasana and Anupana is milk. Okay. And in Uttama Balam Purushamim, Kalka Rubimim, सेवन करना है और इन मध्यम बल में स्वादा and in hina bala mein churna. Okay, please note with 2-star important, that is the mode of administration of Pipali in hina bala churna and in uttama bala kalka. Okay, and Vardhamana Pipali Matra, that is 3-star important, and mainly this Vardhamana Pipali is indicated in Priha. We know that the single drug for this Priha Vriddhi is Pipali. Okay, so Priha Roga Nashaka is Vardhamana Pipali and it is Medya also. So Uttama Matra 10 and then 6 and 3 according to Uttama Madhyama Hina, 3-star important. Note it. Okay, and the code I have already mentioned, that is why I'm not mentioning in this class. Okay, and next is Tribala Rasayanam. This is also 3-star important. So the Sevana Kala is mainly if Jaranandi, that is Prada Kala is mentioned for 1 Haridagi. So Haridagi, if Haridagi is taken, that is 1 Haridagi Churna in the Prada Kala. When Vibhidagi is taken, that is 2 Vibhidagi should be taken in the Bhojan ke Pehle, Prag Bhukta. Okay. And Bhojan ke Paschat, Amalagi can be taken. So number of Amalagi, that is 4. So 1, 2, 4, that is the order for the Tripala. Okay. 1, 2, 4 for Haridagi, Vibhadagi and Amalagi. Very, very important. Okay. So 1 should be taken in the Pradakala, 1 should be before food, 1 should be after food. Okay. Anupalana is Madhu Sarpi, not milk. Okay. Madhu Sarpi. And the Sevana Kala is mentioned for 1 year. So this is the order of taking Tribala Rasayana, 3-star important. Okay. And Shilajadu Rasayana is also very important. So here you have to follow the Shilajadu Praga. The type is very important. So 4 type is mentioned, and which is the best one? Loha Shilajadu is Krishna is a Shilajadu is the Shrestha. Okay. And Shilajadu Vidhi is you have to study very well. That is Uttama Matra mein 7 and 7 Sapta. So 7 into 7. Okay. And Madhyama Matra 3 into 7. Okay. And Hina Matra 7. That is for 1 week. Okay. And their Matra is also very important. So 1 Pala, Ardha Pala and 1 Karsha. So you have to study this table very well. And also you have to study the Loha. That is the best one of among the Shilajadu, and it's Dasa, Vidya, Vibhaga, Varna. That is Gugulu Samam is Loha and Tridoshatna. It is mainly Doshatna is Tridoshatna. You have to study the important one of the Loha Shilajadu. Okay. And Sarva Shilajadu, that is Gomutra Gandha, studied, and Kevala Loha Shilajadu. Rasayanartham, we can use Loha Shilajadu. Okay. And Sarva Shigilsa Karmo mein Prayog hai Yoga Vahi. Okay. And when the Shilajadu is taken, then we have to avoid Vidahi, Guru, Annapanam, and Kulata. Okay. Kulata should be avoided. Okay. So please read other points also. I am only mentioning the important point in this class. Okay. And next chapter, that is Ayurveda Samuthaniyam. Okay. Here the Rasayana Prayoga is mainly mentioned is the Droni Praveshika Rasayanam. So here Droni Praveshika means Brahma Suvarchala, Hiranya Kshira, all these things. Okay, please note the ingredients which is used in the Droni Praveshika Rasayana. So here the Swarasapana Sarpi Dana Ardha Palasha Droni means 6 months tak shayan. So 6 months should be stay in this Droni Pravesh. Okay. And the Falashrudi that you have to note it. Okay, 1-star important only. And next is in the Susra Samhita mein explained Rasayana is mentioned here. So here also Jadu Pragasham Swarasam is explained for Shilajadu, that is Laksha Rasa Samanam. Okay, and six type is mentioned here. So mainly in Charaka Samhita, four type is mentioned, whereas in the Sushruta Samhita, six type is mentioned. Please note. Okay, and the sixth one or the Loha type is the best one explained by the Sushrutacharya. Okay, and in the Pradhana Shiladadu Prayoga that should be used along with the Saragana. That is Shala Saradi Ganake Sat Shala Saradi Kwada should be taken along with the Shilajadu is mentioned by the Sushrudajarya. Note that point. Okay. And it's a Palashruti is mentioned. So when 1 tula 7 karne ke samay 100 varsh aayu or 10 tula 7 ke sahasra varsh or 1000 years. And Kaboda Kulata that should be abode by taking this Kanmata. Okay, so K, that is Kaboda, Kulatta, and Kanmata. Okay, and which is known as Pramehartha Punarnava. It is also Shilajara. Okay, then in this chapter, mainly you have to study the Buddhi Medagara Vardagana that you have to follow. This is explained in Sutra Samhita. So Sadada Adhyayana. So the Acharya mentioned the ways to increasing our intelligence or memory power, that is study consistently. Sadada Adhyayanam, Vadaha, Paratandra Avaloganam, referring the other Granda or other things, okay, similar to our study areas. Okay, Tadvidya Acharya Seva Buddhi Medagaro Ganaha. So these things you can also apply in your studies, okay, referring the other subjects or other area of subject, and you have to study with your friends, or you can make debate on that particular subject. You can ask your teachers, okay, and repeatedly studying this will increase your buddhi. This is also applicable to you, okay. So this is important. And Ayurveda Gana is also mentioned in the Sushruta. So you have to mainly focus that the Buddhi Meda Vardaga as well as the Ayurveda Gana is explained in the Sushruta Samhita only. So you have to follow what is Ayurveda Gana. Ayushyam Bhojanam, Jirna Veganam, Meganam Chavidaranam. Okay. Bhojanam, so you have to take the food after the digestion and do not uh, prevent the Vegas. Okay. And Brahmacharya, Ahimsa, Sahasancha, Varjanam. So avoiding the Sahasa, all these are the Ayurveda Gana. That is also one standard. Okay. And here in this chapter, Susudacharya mentioned that Rasayana Sevanartham, Ayogya Purusha, the number is 7, and the Aprapti Karana is also 7. So please note this table. The Analpma one, due to the Ajnana, they are Ayogya for the Rasayana 7, due to the Anarambatat Alaswa, and Astira Chittatva Daridra, Daridya Pramadi, okay, Adharmat Pabakrit. So all these points you have to study with the 2-star important. The questions can be asked from this question. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay. And next is Rasayana Sevana Purva Karma means Snehana can be done. Rekta Mokshana, Vishodhana Karma. And the time of doing this Rasayana Karma is Purva Vaisi Madhyava. Okay. Then Rasayana Veda, all things you know that we have already discussed. Okay. Then Brahma Rasayan के बारे में discuss करता है. Okay, all this we have discussed here, so I will not repeat here it. Okay, so वर्धमान पिपली के बारे में आचार्य का mention करते हैं. And next is Leshuna Rasayana. So Leshuna Rasayana should be taken in the Shita Ritu. Okay, and the point you have to focus that the Pitta and Rakta. In Pitta Rakta conditions, we can take this as Lashuna Rasayana. Okay. And next is the Vajigarna. Okay, Rasayana portions we have completed here. And next is Vajigarna. Okay, so Vajigarna, you know that aphrodisiac therapy. So it's also one among our branch. Okay, one among the 8 branches in the Ayurveda. Okay. So here also 4 chapters are mentioning. So Vajigan Mahatva is explained by Acharyas. Okay. So mainly Vajigana yogas are also helps to provide the progeny in the healthier. Okay. They will make the progeny very healthy. That is the importance of this Vajigana. Okay. And Vajigana yoga is mentioned. Please note what are the Vajigana yogas are mentioned. And which is known as best Vajigarana Stri. Okay, according to Charagacharya, best Vajigana is Stri. And Dehasya Urjaskaram Param. It is mentioned for the Vajigana by or in the Ashtanga Hridaya. Okay. And in the Brahmacharya Prashamsa is also made. So the Brahmacharya is known as Loga Dvaya Rasayanam or Eganda Nirmalam. It is mentioned in the Ashtanga Hridaya. Loga Dvaya Rasayanam, not Loga Dvaya Rasayanam is mentioned for Brahmacharya. Okay. And this Vajigana is indicated for Alpa Sattvasya, Kleshar, Bhatyamanasya, okay, Sharira, Kshaya, Rekshartham, Vajigana. So those persons who are very emaciated without any strength in our body, then we can also advise the Vajigana therapy to that person. Okay. And the Vrisharasa is mainly 4 in number. Please note. Okay. 4 type of Vrisharasa. Please note that. And the Vrishadravya mainly Madhuram, Snigdam, Jivanam, Brahmanam, Guru, Harshanam, Manasascha. Please note. Okay. It is also give the happiness to the mind also. That is the importance of Vajigana therapy. Okay. And Sahavasa Paschad Karma is mentioned. After that, Snana, Payas, Pana, Mamsarasam, Shayanam, all these are indicated. And the Sahavasa Yogya Vayaha, and that is the Vajigana age is mentioned. That is from the 16 years to 17 years, we can do the Vajigana. That point you have to note it, okay? And after the Vajigana Prayoga, after Snigdha Karma, Shodhana can be done. And after that is Niruha Astapana, then only we can advise Vajigana Karma. Okay. Then the yogas are mentioned, that is Brahmani Gulika is mentioned in Charaka Samhita and Vajigarana Grida is mentioned. So the Vajigana Grida should be taken in 1 pala before food. Okay. And Vrishya we have discussed that. And Vrishya Guliga, Vrishya Mamsa Guliga. Okay. And Vrishya Dadisara or in Vrishya Dadisara, Rasala is the Anupana. Okay. And in Vrishya Pipali Yoga, 30 Pipalis are added. Okay, so mainly the yogas are starting with the Vrishya Pipali Yoga, Vrishya Mamsa Guliga, Vrishya Dadi Sara. Okay. So Vrishya Guliga mainly Kalinga Iva Vrishyadi. Kalinga Iva Vrishyadi. It is mainly Vidari Swarasa is the main drug for the Vrishya Guliga. Vidari Swarasa. Okay. And Acharya also mentioned the Shukrasthana Sarva Sharira. Okay. And its Drishtanda that is equal to Ikshu Rasa, Dadi Sarpi, Tila, Taila. Okay. 2-star important. And Shukrashaya Nidana is explaining in the Charaka Samhita that is Vriddha Avastha, Adhistri Seva. Okay. Karma Karshanam due to any Vyadi or Anashanam due to the excessive thought, Chinda. These are the Shukrashaya Karana. Okay. And Shukra Shravana Karana are 18 number. Okay, what are the Shukra Shravana Karana? Due to the Harshat, Darshat, Saratvat, Paichilyat, Gauravat, Anupravesha, Anupravana Bhavacha, Shukra Shravana Karana. These are the 8 number. Please note, Shukra Shravana Karanas are 8. Okay. And Vishyarubasya Rubadrevyam. This is mentioned for the Shukla in Charaga Samhita. Vishyarubasya Rubadrevyam. Okay. And 1 Karsha Madhuga Churna that is used for the Nitya Vega for the Shukra. 1 Karsha Madhuga Churna is taken for the Shukra as the Nitya Vega for Nitya Vega. Okay. Then Kulira Shringi Kalka is mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya. Na Narishu Vrishyade. Okay. Sa Narishu Vrishyade. That is the indication for the Kulira Shringi Kalka. by Ashtanga. Okay, and the Prayoga is also mentioned the Ashtanga Hridaya. It is indicated as Vriddho Abhi Tharunayade, Dadisara Prayoga. Okay, Dadisaram. And the total number of Vajigana Prayoga mentioned in Charaka Samhita is 50. Please note, total number of Vajigana Prayoga in Charaka Samhita is 50. Okay, so what coming to the Vajigana Phalam, Apatya Sandhanagaram, Sadhyaha Sampraharshana. Two star important. Okay. And in the Sushruta Samhita, 6 type of Klybya is mentioning. Manasigam, Rasajanyam, okay, and Pumsthana Shagam, and Sahajam, Kshayajanyam, and Brahmacharyam. Okay, so these are the 6 type of Klybya, and among this Sahaja and Marmacheda are Asadhya. Okay, then. So you know that the definition of Vajigana Tandra Nama, Alpadushta Sheena, Vishushka Redasa, Apyayana, Prasada, Ubachaya Janana, Nimittam, Praharshana Jananartham. So that is the here the treatment also explaining here, that is in the Alpa Shukra, Apyayana should be done, and in Dushta Shukra, Prasadana. Purification can be done in Sheena Shukra, Upachaya can be done in Vishushka. Shukra means Janana. And in Alparedasa, we can use Pragradiya Stogaredasa. Okay, so before 25 years of age. Okay. So these are the things explaining in Sutra Samhita. So we have covered the Rasayana part as well as the Vajigana part. So this is an important thing. So we have discussed, I think we have discussed the important points here. Okay. So we have completed Rasayana, Vajigana and Roganidhana. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Okay. So keep on studying. Thank you.